JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, missing 27-year-old Portmore customer service rep found. 27-year-old customer service representative Rochelle Williams, who was reported missing on Friday, has been found. In a Twitter post this afternoon, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF said she was found by the St. Catherine South Police. There was no information on Williams' condition. More details soon, the police said. Williams is from Edgewater in Portmore, St. Catherine. Over 2,000 NWC workers go on strike. Approximately 2,000 employees of the National Water Commission, NWC, went on strike this morning, demanding a response from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service on their request for reclassification of their services. The reclassification issue, which dates back to 2008, has been left hanging since then, and there are fears among the workers that they are being left out of the ministry's compensation review, which is currently being introduced. The workers were understood to have become impatient with the fail of successive governments to deliver on the 2008 reclassification exercise. In the meantime, a restructuring exercise was also completed in 2019 and sent to the ministry with a request that the ministry hire a consultant to do the reclassification. According to the president of the Jamaica Association of Local Government Officers, JALGO, Ellen Davis White, one of several trade unions which represent the workers, while the reclassification has been stalled, the workers have now learned that they will not benefit from the current compensation review. It is really a question that enough is enough for them, and they need to have this resolved once and for all. So they have decided to take action as of this morning, she said. Meanwhile, President of the NWC, Mark Barnett, says over 500,000 customers have been affected by today's industrial action taken by workers across Jamaica. Over 1,000 NWC facilities have been affected, including major infrastructures serving the country's urban centers. Barnett said this afternoon that the NWC was caught off guard by the strike, which has forced some schools shut and is threatening the operations of scores of businesses. Barnett said that in previous instances, the NWC was always notified of an impending industrial action, which would be accompanied by an ultimatum for a response. Where that ensued, we would always convene a meeting with the unions and try and resolve matters in that vein. We weren't privy to any of those as would have been allowed in the course of industrial harmony, he said. Workers have been off the job for more than 8 hours, and Barnett has indicated that it is not clear when the resumption of duties will take place. Unions and the Ministry of Labour are currently locked in a meeting in hopes of resolving the issue. However, Barnett said if workers do not resume duties in short order, the NWC, if necessary, will institute legal action. Water is essential to life, and we cannot be held hostage because certain things didn't go in a timely manner to please stakeholders. So, whatever it takes to get back our operations to normalcy, that's what we'll have to do, he said. Part 3, subsection 9.5 of the Labour Relations and Industrial Disputes Act forbids essential service workers from taking industrial action. It says an industrial action taken in contemplation or furtherance of an industrial dispute by an essential service worker is unlawful unless the dispute was reported to the minister and he or she failed to refer the dispute to a tribunal for settlement or give directions in writing to the parties to settle the dispute if he or she was not satisfied that all attempts were previously made. Additionally, if the dispute was referred to the tribunal for settlement and the tribunal failed to make an award or settle the matter within 21 days, industrial action by essential service workers cannot be deemed unlawful. Police seized guns and ammo in Westmoreland and St. James. A team of officers assigned to the Westmoreland Police Division seized 1.38 revolver containing 5.3 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Charlene District, Savlamar, Westmoreland on Monday, May 9. Reports from the Savlamar police are that about 9:20 p.m., lawmen were in the area when an area near a shop was searched and the gun was found among debris. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. Over in St. James, one Smith & Wesson .45 pistol with a magazine containing 8.45 rounds of ammunition was seized during a joint police-military operation in Tucker, Granville on Monday, May 9. Reports on the Montego Bay Police are that about 2:35 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a section of the community was searched and the gun and ammunition found in a plastic bag. The weapon was subsequently seized. No one was arrested in relation to this seizure. Police seized ganja worth $4.26 million in St. Elizabeth. The St. Elizabeth police seized 1,065 pounds of ganja worth $4.26 million during an operation on the Fullerswood Main Road in the parish on Monday. Reports are that about 4:30 p.m., the police were conducting a vehicular checkpoint operation when they signaled the driver of an Isuzu motor truck to stop. The police said the driver complied, but then ran from the truck and escaped in the area. The truck was seized and later searched. Several bags of compressed ganja, weighing approximately 1,065 pounds, were found hidden under bales of grass. This latest seizure comes on the heels of a reported uptick in anti-narcotics activity by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Gutters residents protest death of 11-year-old boy hit by car. Residents of the community of Gutters in St. James this morning mounted a roadblock to protest the death of an 11-year-old boy who died after being hit along a roadway. Jason Bryan was hit on Sunday and died in hospital on Monday. It's reported that about 5:30 p.m., Bryan was sent to a nearby shop to purchase items, and while returning home he was hit by a car. The driver took him to hospital, where he succumbed the following day. The protesters, who were in a militant mood, called for measures to be put in place by the authorities to prevent a repeat of the tragedy. "From I've been living here, speeding is a problem. We're asking for something at the road just to slow down the speeding. And we're begging for a sign down there to say slow down zone," a resident said. According to the resident, to date, at least 5 children and 3 adults have been victims of accidents. While standing in solidarity with the residents, Michael Troop, the councillor for the Granville Division, said he'd be seeking to have speed bumps or other measures installed in the area. "It cannot be that every 3 months you have motorists driving at such a speed and causing mayhem in this community. Something has to be done," Troop lamented. The residents have vowed to continue their protests if their concerns are not addressed. Mother's Day clash sparks firebombing in Rockford. A Mother's Day domestic dispute is at the center for an arson attack early Monday that has left 13 people homeless, 4 families displaced, millions in cash destroyed, personal belongings damaged, and victims nursing injuries. When gunshots rained down on residents of 6 Raphael Road in Rockford about 3:45 a.m., waking them from slumber, they dashed to safety from their house that was under fire. 10 rooms went up in smoke in the volatile East Kingston community. One of the victims, a 21-year-old construction worker, was a shadow of himself in the community yesterday. The construction worker, who had just started to earn a living and was trying to lift himself out of poverty, said he lost everything. "In my room today, I see beer fire ablaze, and my passport burn up and my birth paper. We nearly dead. Me just start life, and my $300,000 burn up," he said. "Me have to grab my sister, and me granny drop right at the gate. Me have to lift her up." A relative said that the community has been at war since 2017, but things took a turn for the worse after the Mother's Day fight. "My cousin and her baby father have a dispute and him beat her up, and I rushed to the mother to stab up the mother. So my cousin them run him down and get involved. So from there, so the argument start. Little war did I go on and them go for gun and fire shot down the road pan way," the resident said. At least 2 motor vehicles were damaged in the lead up to the arson attack. Threats were allegedly made that the place would be set on fire, but no report was made to the police then. Between the gunfire and the inferno, residents said there was limited opportunity to save property. "Well, they shot them a fire, the place a burn down. We in there try to throw water. Along after that, when they shot them down, everybody try run out and so. I bear ball, we a ball, because we couldn't find my cousin," a resident said, indicating burn marks on the relative. One resident reportedly lost $330,000, and another the equivalent of $500,000. A 63-year-old woman who received medical attention for fire-related injuries and diabetes complications was thankful she managed to save her visa, saying she was seeking to leave Jamaica soon. Councillor Jacqueline Lewis, who offered sheet sets and foodstuff, described the incident as a tragedy that emanated from a domestic dispute. Senior Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, commander of the Kingston Eastern Police Division, confirmed that one suspect, who was held on Red Hills Road, was in custody and that the security forces were hunting other alleged perpetrators. Chambers confirmed that a domestic dispute was the source of the clash and confirmed that no formal report was made to the police. 107 new COVID-19 cases in Jamaica, 2 deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 107 new COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths on Monday, May 9, bringing the infection total to 131,434 and total deaths to 2,982. The new cases comprise 56 females and 51 males, with ages ranging from 3 years to 88 years. The cases were recorded in St. James 36, Westmoreland 25, Kingston and St. Andrew 18, Trelawney 10, Clarendon and St. Anne 5 each, St. Catherine 4, Hanover 3 and St. Thomas 1. The deceased are 2 females from St. Catherine, ages 80 and 43, who died in March and June 2021 respectively. There were 89 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 84,603. Currently, 57 people are hospitalized, 9 of whom are moderately ill and 2 critically ill. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 20.8%. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.